Yun ang ano eh. Akin, yun lang napansin ko eh, sa lahat ng dumaan sa aming Toyota, dito lang sa model na to ako naka-feel nung parang nagkakaroon ng laging mismatching, parang hindi nagre-match.
Have you tried putting it in normal mode and not switching it to eco mode?
Sa normal mode wala.
Oh,
wala
ayun.
Definitely wala.
Yun.
Pero pagka nasa eco mode, ewan ko nga, hindi ko maintindihan.
Because yun nga, the transmission wants to keep shifting to a higher gear, but the speed that you're at might not be possible. So, ganun yun eh. Okay, let's say 60 yung takbo.
Hindi nagmamatch eh.
Normally, kakambyo doon na dapat 4th gear eh. Sometimes 5th gear. Pag kumami ng 5th gear ka, bumagal ka ng konti, 58, kakambyo ulit to ng pabalik. Yan yung kadyot. So, yun. Because eco mode is supposed to be eco and slow. And the assumption of the eco mode is that hindi siya stop and go. Kasi gusto niya kumambyo, di ba 6 gear to? Gusto niya kumambyo sa pinakamataas lagi. Pero pag bumagal ka, babalik at babalik yan. Kakadyot yan.
Pero pag naka-power ka, ang tagal niya bago mag-shift yan.
Oo, kasi nga, yung power, you get your maximum power at 3.5 RPM. So talagang gano'n, no?
Kaya mabibigla ka naman pag...
You wanted power, didn't you? Yun yung bibigay niya.
Lakasan natin yung...
Hindi, yun sa akin, yung sinasabi ko kay Sidney, yung ikaw na minaganyan.
Yeah, you want...
Ibig sabihin, kaya nandun, binigyan mo, nandun na, masaya na ako.
Yeah, okay. Now, that one's the throttle delay, which...
I'm not looking for more. Ibig sabihin, yung pag medyo adjustment o may ganyan. I-explain mo nga tungkol sa mga chips, bibilin mo pero hindi naman dinadayin testing, hindi nila alam.
Well, may lakas yun. You just don't know how much. Yeah, how much. So they'll give you some... ito sir, itong setting na to. 20 horses to. Yun.
Hindi nga, yung iba eh. Pag sabi, parang magaling. Kaya yung isang kaibigan ko, ikaw baka ako sinubok mo na yan. Hindi pa niya. Ba't ka ako daldal ng daldal?
Tama yun. Yan ang tamang dahilan. No.
Pero nga ba, hindi daw niya pinapagal. Ay, ba't mukha ako pinupulong?
Oo, tama. Yun ang...
Yun bang... Kaya ako may ito man, yung kaibigan ko, parang meron na niya 30,000. Sandali lang. Sabi ko, hindi. Meron ng ano ko, si Sidney Wong daw ako. May dyno testing. Ano, nadinig ko yung dyno testing. Ayun na. Dahil kami sa mami na, dina-dyno test talaga.
Yes.
Ano eh. Doon mo makikita kung ano yung...
Yan naman sa Pilipino, buyo ka ng buyo, wala ka naman pala eh. Lakas mo mga ano, sige bili ka niyan, nakagamit ka na ba? Hindi. You know, this is why...
Pero ako, Sidney, itong mangyayari sa sakyan namin kung umayos, basta may nagtanong sa akin, basta ako sabihin ko, dali mo kay...
ayun. At least you have first-hand experience that you really did it. Hindi siya, hearsay.
Yung mga daldal nyo para malaman nyo, may paliwanag sa inyo. Kung ano man yung binili mo, ipakita mo sa kanya.
Unless all of this stuff is just hearsay. And on Facebook kabit ka nito, kabit ka niyan. Mga ibang, simples lang eh. Boss, maganda yan, size 22 na bag. Pag tinignan mo kotse niya, stuck, di ba? Kairita.
Maraming ganun.
Hindi, marami kasing gusto improvement, ganito, ayaw naman gumasta. Ay, ibig sabihin, ilagay mo sa tama kung ano yung gusto mo.
Ang nakakairita pagtatanong, sabi ng barkada ko ganyan, ba, yung barkada mo ba may Civic? Ano ba kotse niya? Sir, wala, naka-scooter lang. Putra, guys, ba't mapapakinggan to?
Maraming ganun eh.
Oo, yung sabi ng tropa ko, sabi ng barkada ko.
Kasi puro ganun eh.
Oo.
Yung kanya, Sidney, interview mo siya. Nakita ko yung laser niya, maganda. Tunog lang nung kanina, maalis eh.
In fairness, yung Lancer niya kanina with 120 horses, that's above average of whatever Lancer we see. So normally you see about 110 horse, sometimes 105. Maganda sa kanya for second hand mo nabili, di ba? Maganda yung makina.
Maganda makina eh.
Pero meron talagang ganun. May coaching malakas, may coaching mahina. We see it a lot in Mitsubishis actually. The range is pretty big.
Hindi ba ano yun, Sidney, let's say na sa papag-break-in mo kung paano?
Hindi eh. It's the variance is too big just to account for break-in. Because break-in, I've done it already. Yung bagong kotse, break-in ko, tapos rinibuild ko, yun. May 5 horses difference between a good break-in and a bad break-in, and you can never get that 5 horses back ever again. But on his car, yung 120, I don't think it's just a good break-in. Maganda talaga to begin with. And on the Montero, maganda pa yung tunog.
Ano daw, 2014 yata model sabi niya.
Pero ito, may Montero kaming natono, bagong-bago, galing sa kasa. The new one normally makes about 155, 150. This one, fresh from the kasa, 500 kilometers, 120 lang yung baseline niya. Bakit ganun? Hindi ko naman alam. Hindi namin alam bakit ganun.
Pare-pareho na piston niya.
Pare-pareho. Iba eh.
Ang Toyota may ganun din.
Ito. This story I like to tell. It's very memorable. FJ Cruiser. Dalawang magkaibigan. Bumili sa parehong kasa, Toyota Shaw Boulevard. Parehong kulay, parehong orange. Parehong magkasunod yung plaka. Punta dito, nagpa-dyno yung pareho. Parehong mga, give or take, 1,000 something kilometers. Normal FJ Cruiser makes 200 horses. So, first guy made 200. The friend made 180. But ganun, sabi ko, di ko alam, ganun talaga eh. Reklamo sila sa Toyota. Sabi, walang problema kotse mo. Sige, di ba na. Nagpa-mod na lang para lumakas. Both went the same route. Both have K&N filters, both have full exhaust, and both got remapped. 200 horsepower car got 240.
No, anak na difference sa 200 sa 240.
Hindi, from 200, naging 240. Yung 180, naging 220. May 20 pa rin kulang.
Short pa rin, ha?
Short pa rin. Sabi, ano pa pwede gawin dito? Wala ka na pwede gawin dyan. Wala na.
Bakit kasi yan, how do you, what can you observe?
Well, very simple. Very good analogy. You take a pair of identical twins. Pa-train mo pareho yan sa mag-marathon. Parehong sabay magpi-finish line?
Hindi.
At saka yung lamang nun, sigurado, hindi 0.00 something seconds yung lamang. Meron isa talaga na lamang talaga. Bakit? Ganun. Yan ang literally identical. Bakit? Pareho naman kumain. Parehong natutulog. Pareho yung training. Why is one twin faster? On a simpler note,
kahit ang competition, kahit pareho kayo ng mental conditioning din, pagdating doon, nagkakaala.
Exactly. So why?
Kasi yung resistance, yung isa, nauubos.
But you're identical twins! Phone na lang din eh. You take an Android. You take 2 Android phones. You have 2 people use it. After 1 year, you speed test both. One will be faster than the other. Assuming you don't even download any apps. That's just the way that the world works. There will always be variances. Nothing can be exactly 100% the same. There will always be variances. But usually in manufacturing, the variances are so small that it doesn't matter. So the quality is consistent. But obviously, there will be from time to time, may lulusot na ganyan. Meron talaga. But does it work? Does the car work? Yes. Tumatakbo siya, may aircon.
Pero, titignan mo, simple, minsan nanonood ka how ina-assemble o mina-manufacture yung mga buga, yung mga, may mga dyno testing.
Yes. There is an acceptable standard when it leaves the factory. Like, parang phone nga, pag lumabas yan, binibili, sir, nagcha-charge, tumatawag, yun na yun. That's what you need. Pero kung magmo-Mobile Legends ka, makupad phone mo, hindi na namin kasalanan yun.
Kung kaya dalhin.
Kaya nga. So,
mass-produce naman kasi ng sakyan, yung mga passenger cars, usually, din guarantee natin na talaga lahat na nila.
Well, the guarantee is that when you buy from the casa, it runs, it has aircon, gumagana yung radyo, gumagana yung wiper, gumagana yung salamin. What more? That's what you bought.
Handle na comfort.
Tapos power naman, there have been known cases, especially in the US. Memorable is the 2nd generation Miata. What they did was, when they refreshed it, they sold it, they advertised for the same engine now, it's 15 horses more. So the Miata bunch are obviously enthusiasts. So a bunch of them took them to the dyno. Dynoed it, made no additional power compared to the old 1.8 engine. There's enough of a clamor that they filed a class action lawsuit. Mazda relented. So Consuelo, the settlement apparently I think was $1,000 off on your whatever next services you want to avail in the casa or something. Basta may settlement na ganun. So basically it's an admission of guilt on Mazda's part na whatever we advertise is not true. Yes. On the flip side of that, there is right now the most famous example is the Toyota Supra, the new Supra. When you buy a new Supra, the brochure says 330 horses. But when you put it on the dyno, it's 330 horses, sometimes 335. So, in short, under-promise, over-deliver. Hindi ka pwede magreklamo. Yun.
Ay, sa motor mo, di ba, yung sinasabi, ang claim lang dun sa motor mo, 1,000, pero 1,080 talaga.
Minsan, di ba, mga 1,000, yun nga, sometimes, pag yung Honda na makina, di ba, 1.6, hindi yun, 1.559 or something yun eh. 1.595. They just round it off, yeah, because nobody wants to read a lot of numbers. Even on American engines, cubic inch pa nga ang 328 cubic inch na doesn't equal exactly to a liter. That's pretty much scratch. And that 0.1 doesn't really matter anyway. But ganun yun. Oh, like yung masag sa phone, are you sure that thing is really 833 gig? Oh, and the processor is really at 8 point something gigahertz? Oh, you don't know. You just take their word for it. Okay, we can dyno your car now and see how much power your car makes. Okay, we're done with our baseline dyno for the Fortuner, and it's what we expect, 170 forces to the wheel, stock. Then torque is at 475 Newton meters. This is all stock figure, which is pretty much what we expect. So, time to flash. Okay, we're now writing the modified file into the Fortuner. So once it's loaded, we're gonna dyno again and see how much power we get. Horses more. Dito there's about 50 horses. Torque is now from 550. Kung gusto mo lumakas pa, kailangan umusok.
Hindi, ayoko na.
Ayaw mo na usok, oh. De, wala. De, ito na yun.
Yung kanina, okay na yun.
Okay na yun. Yung sa bira.
Sa todo yun.
Sa todong bira yun. That's todo bira yun. Oo.
Pero ko yung mga mild lang.
Wala. Okay na yun. Oh, sige, okay. No, you don't want too much. Okay. Then we're good with 40-50 horses.
Oh, hindi na. How many horsepower?
40 to 50. Okay na yun. Okay, sige.
Mga lumalabas dito na Farah, puro nagpo-burnout ko eh.
Ayan, maayos na yun. Magkakaroon na.
Oo nga, no?
Okay. Ayan na, nakikita mo.
Kita, ramdam. Right turn.
Ayaw, maangat yung unahan eh, pag ano. Naramdaman mo, magilas eh.
Magra-right din tayo dyan sa stoplight.
Wala na ito tayo.
O yan, naramdaman mo sige.
Oo nga.
Maangat eh. Okay. Sa akin kasi yun lang, kailangan maangat. Mamaya sa NLEX, pag uwi namin, malalaman natin.
Punta natin.
Ang minor nito, Kwan Sydney yung pa rin.
Yun pa rin. Yung ginagalaw yan, yung minority ginagalaw. Although pwede rin galawin doon. May mga iba kasi na gusto kong mataas yung minor o bumaba yung minor. O sige, baba natin.
Ang pagyado. Siyempre, binabombang ito. Ayos.
Hindi maupak yan.
Oo, hindi. Naano lang natin. Naramdaman na lang.
Yung ano drive ko.
Parang nakaano ka na eh. Ito tayo sa iyo.
Okay.
Oo, hindi. Okay na.
Gigigil ka.
Hindi. May sarado to?
Hindi. Pwede yan. Kasi malapit yan.
Oo, hindi.
Yung hukay meron.
Saan hindi mo kailangan? No? Yan lang eh. Oh. Kita mo, kala mo naka-mode ng power.
Bumabaon ka din. Dati hindi ka bumabaon eh.
Oo, dati hindi maangat.
Ayan, pwede na dito.
Oo. Ano na ako dito. Masaya na ako. After dun sa lumilipad na angat ang tulong. Ayan o, dito po po eh. Oo. Okay. Basta wala lang usok.
Wala usok. Oo, lampas na tayo.
Sorry. Grabe pala, no? Buti dahil Sydney, hindi tayo nadaya sa horsepower standard, ah.
No, naman lang.
Oo, 170. Okay na. Basta at least alam ko na, kung may problema kayo, basta dali nyo doon, ayoko magsalita. Di ba? Magbayad kayo.
Sabihin, nagmamarunong po tayo. Kung may pambayad sila, dala na dala.
Bayad kayo.
Dami pang sensat eh.
Kung ano yung gusto nyo, bayad kayo. Okay, thank you.
Ngayon, bayad na.
Pumunta tayo rito para masyahan magbayad ka.